Hello, my friend. Hello. Welcome. Today, I will share a story. A story that everyone should hear at least once in life. This story is not long. It is not complicated. It is very simple. But it is powerful. Very powerful. It can change the way you see life. It can change the way you see yourself. Life is full of small moments. Sometimes we miss them. Sometimes we forget them. This story is about one small moment that changes everything. Listen carefully. Listen with your heart. Repeat after me. I am ready to listen. I am ready to learn. Good. Listen. Repeat. Learn English. Learn life. Yes, my friend. Life and English are similar. Both can be difficult at first. Both take time. Both need patience. But both can make you stronger. In this story, you will meet a young boy. He is small. He is quiet. He is not rich. He does not have a big house. He does not have gold or fame. He has only one thing, a heart full of hope. You will see how hope can grow. How small steps can make a big change. You will see that even in difficult times, life can be beautiful. Repeat, even in difficult times, life can be beautiful. So, sit quietly. Listen. Feel the story. Imagine yourself as the boy. Imagine your own life. What do you want to change? What do you want to grow? This story is for you. Yes, you. Every word has a meaning. Every sentence can teach you something. Repeat after me slowly, every word has a meaning. Every sentence can teach me something. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear the story that can change your life? Close your eyes if you want. Take a deep breath. Listen to the rhythm of the story. Listen to your heart. Listen to your English. Today, we will learn a story and a lesson. Today, we will grow together. Repeat, I will grow today. I will learn today. Good. Let's start. The boy's name is Tom. Tom is small and quiet. He lives in a small town. The town is simple. The houses are small. The streets are narrow. The people are kind, but life is not easy. Tom's family is poor. They do not have much money. They cannot buy new clothes. They cannot buy new shoes. But they have love. They have family. They have small happiness. Sometimes, small happiness is enough to keep hope alive. Repeat, small happiness is enough to keep hope alive. Tom goes to school every day. He wakes up early. The sun is not yet high in the sky. Birds sing. The air is cold, but fresh. Tom walks slowly to school. Sometimes, he looks at other children. They run. They laugh. They play. Tom feels small. He feels different. He asks himself, why am I small? Why is my life so hard? Can you feel Tom's sadness? Repeat, why is my life so hard? At school, things are not easy either. Tom is not strong in sports. He is not very fast. Sometimes, other children laugh at him. They say, your shoes are old. Your clothes are old. Tom feels hurt, but he does not show it. He only looks down. He whispers to himself, I want to be strong. I want to be happy. Repeat slowly, I want to be strong. I want to be happy. But Tom has something special. Something invisible. A small dream. He wants to change. He wants to grow. He wants to do something big. Even if he does not know how yet, the dream is there. Every night, he thinks quietly in his small room. He writes in his notebook. He draws pictures. He imagines a better life. He imagines being happy. Can you imagine your dream too? Repeat, I imagine my dream too. Life is not easy for Tom. Every day is a challenge. Every day feels long. Sometimes, he cries quietly. Sometimes, he feels tired. But deep inside, he has hope. A small light. A small fire. And one day, something will happen. Something will change. But first, he must take the first step. Repeat, I will take the first step. Life is not always easy. Life can feel heavy. Life can feel dark. Sometimes, we feel tired. Sometimes, we feel small. Sometimes, we want to give up. Tom feels this way many times. He looks at the sky and asks quietly, why is life so hard? Do you sometimes feel this way too? Repeat, why is life so hard? Tom lives in a small home. It is quiet. There is a small bed, a small table, a small lamp. He does his homework every night under the lamp. Sometimes, he finishes early. Sometimes, he finishes late. Sometimes, he feels happy with his work. Sometimes, he feels sad. He whispers to himself, I want to be better. I want to be strong. I want to be happy. Repeat slowly, I want to be strong. I want to be happy. Even if Tom feels sad, he never gives up completely. Deep inside, he has hope. A tiny spark of hope. It is small, but it is alive. It tells him, keep going. One day, something will change. One day, life will be better. Can you hear this tiny spark in your heart? Repeat, one day, life will be better. Sometimes, Tom watches other children. They run, they laugh, they play. He feels small. But he also feels a little inspiration. He says to himself, I want to run too. I want to laugh too. I want to play too. Repeat, I want to run too. I want to laugh too. I want to play too. Every day, Tom takes small steps. He wakes up. He goes to school. He studies. He dreams. Small steps, every day. That is the secret. Small steps can bring big change. Repeat, small steps can bring big change. Even if life is hard, even if you feel small, small steps are important. And today, we will see how one small moment changes Tom's life. Can you feel it? Can you imagine it? Repeat, one small moment can change my life. Tom's life is simple. Very simple. Every morning, he wakes up early. The sun is not high yet. The streets are empty. He walks slowly to school. Sometimes, he sees the baker with fresh bread. Sometimes, he hears the birds singing. The town is quiet, peaceful, but life is not easy. Tom knows this. At school, he listens to the teacher. He writes in his notebook. Sometimes, he understands everything. Sometimes, he feels confused. Sometimes, he feels tired. But he never stops. He whispers to himself, I will try. I will do my best. Repeat slowly, I will try. I will do my best. After school, Tom walks home. The streets are busy now. Children run, play, laugh. Tom feels small. He thinks, why can't I be like them? Why is life so hard for me? He looks at his old shoes. He looks at his torn clothes. He feels sad. But he does not give up. Not yet. Repeat, I will not give up. Not yet. At home, Tom has a quiet room. A small table. A small lamp. He does his homework. He writes in his notebook. He dreams about life outside. He dreams about being strong. He dreams about being happy. He dreams about helping others. He whispers, "One day, I will be happy. One day, I will be strong." Repeat, "One day, I will be happy. One day, I will be strong." Even if life is difficult, Tom feels hope. Hope is small, but it grows slowly. Every day, he takes a small step. He studies. He dreams. He tries. And every day, the spark inside him grows. It is quiet, but alive. It is small, but powerful. Can you feel your small spark too? Repeat, "My small spark is alive. My small spark is powerful." Even though Tom takes small steps, he feels sadness. Sometimes, he cries quietly. Sometimes, he feels alone. He looks at the sky and asks, "Why is life so hard? Why do I feel so small?" Have you ever felt this way? Repeat, "Why do I feel so small?" Tom thinks about his family. They love him. But they cannot give him everything. They cannot buy him new shoes. They cannot buy him new books. They cannot give him everything he dreams about. But they give him something important: love. Repeat, love is the most important gift. At night, Tom sits by his small lamp. He writes in his notebook. He draws pictures. He dreams about the future. He whispers, "I want to be strong. I want to be happy. I want to help others." He repeats this to himself many times. Repeat slowly, "I want to be strong. I want to be happy. I want to help others." Sometimes, Tom feels tired. Sometimes, he feels hopeless. Sometimes, he wants to give up. But then he remembers his small spark. The tiny hope inside him. He whispers, "I will not give up. I will try one more day. I will take one more step." Repeat, "I will not give up. I will take one more step." Tom's life is ordinary. Simple. Quiet. But inside, something grows. A dream grows. A hope grows. A courage grows. This is the story of every person. Life is not always easy. Life is not always fair. But if we keep trying, if we keep our spark alive, something beautiful can happen. Can you feel your spark? Repeat slowly, "My spark is alive. My dream can grow." Tom wakes up early every morning. The sun is still low. The town is quiet. The streets are empty. He walks to school slowly. Every step feels heavy sometimes. Life is not easy for him. Life feels hard. Sometimes, he feels tired before the day even begins. Do you feel tired sometimes too? Repeat, "Life feels hard sometimes." At school, Tom listens to the teacher. He tries to understand everything. He tries to write carefully in his notebook. But sometimes, the words are difficult. Sometimes, the lessons are difficult. Sometimes, Tom feels small and weak. He whispers to himself, "Why is learning so hard? Can I do it?" Repeat slowly, "Can I do it?" Other children do not understand him. Sometimes, they laugh. Sometimes, they tease him. "Your shoes are old," they say. "Your bag is small," they say. Tom feels sad. He wants to hide. He wants to run away. He feels small. He feels weak. He asks himself quietly, "Why is life so unfair?" Repeat, "Why is life so unfair?" Even after school, challenges continue. Tom walks home. He helps his family. He carries water. He sweeps the floor. He works hard every day. Other children play after school, but Tom has work to do. Life feels heavy. Life feels unfair. Sometimes, he thinks about giving up. Repeat, sometimes, I want to give up. But deep inside, Tom has a small hope. A tiny spark. He whispers, I will try one more day. I will try one more step. Even if life is hard, he keeps trying. Small steps, every day. This is the secret. Even when life is heavy, small steps bring hope. Repeat slowly, small steps bring hope. Some days, Tom feels hopeless. He sits quietly under a tree. He looks at the sky. He sees the clouds moving slowly. He wonders, will my life ever change? Will I ever be happy? Have you ever felt hopeless? Repeat, will my life ever change? At school, he tries to join the games. He runs. He jumps. But sometimes, he falls. Other children laugh. You are too slow, they say. Tom feels embarrassed. He wants to hide. He feels small. He feels weak. He asks quietly, why can't I be like them? Repeat, why can't I be like them? Even at home, life is hard. His parents work all day. They are tired. They are busy. They love Tom, but they cannot solve all his problems. Sometimes, Tom feels lonely. He whispers to himself, I am alone. I feel small. Repeat slowly, I am alone. I feel small. At night, Tom sits by his small lamp. He writes in his notebook. He draws pictures. He dreams. He dreams of running fast. He dreams of smiling. He dreams of a life without sadness. But sometimes, dreams feel far away. They feel impossible. He asks himself, can dreams really come true? Repeat, can dreams really come true? Even in hopelessness, a small spark remains. A tiny hope grows inside him. He whispers, I will not give up. I will try one more day. One day, this spark will become strong. One day, his life will change. Can you feel your spark too? Repeat slowly, my spark is alive. My life can change. One day, Tom wants to join the school play. He is excited. He wants to act. He dreams of standing on stage. But the teacher says, sorry, Tom. You are not ready yet. Tom feels sad. He feels rejected. His heart feels heavy. Repeat, I feel rejected. My heart feels heavy. Other children are chosen. They smile. They laugh. They are happy. Tom watches them. He wants to cry. He wants to run away. Why am I not ready? He asks quietly. Repeat slowly, why am I not ready? Tom goes home. He sits by his small lamp. He thinks about giving up. He thinks, maybe I cannot do anything. Maybe I am too small. Have you ever felt too small? Repeat, maybe I am too small. Even when people reject him, Tom has a choice. He can give up. Or he can try again. He whispers quietly, I will try again. I will not give up. This is important. Sometimes, life rejects us. Sometimes, people do not understand us. But we can still keep trying. Repeat slowly, I will keep trying. I will not give up. Life is hard, but Tom learns an important lesson. Even small people can grow. Even small dreams can come true. Even when life says, no, we can find a way. Repeat, even when life says, no, I can find a way. Tom sometimes feels very small. He watches other children play and feels left out. He feels lonely. He feels weak. He asks himself, why am I not like them? Why is life so heavy? Have you ever felt left out? Repeat, why is life so heavy? At home, his parents are busy. They work hard. They are tired. They love Tom, but they cannot always help him. He sits quietly. He whispers, "I am alone. I feel small." Repeat slowly, "I am alone. I feel small." Tom thinks about his dreams. He wants to run fast. He wants to act. He wants to smile without fear. But he feels blocked. Life is heavy. Challenges are big. He asks quietly, "Can I really do it? Can I really be happy?" Repeat slowly, "Can I really be happy?" Even when he feels lonely, Tom remembers his small spark. A tiny hope grows inside him. He whispers, "I will take one small step. I will try one more day." That small step is important. Small steps grow into big change. Repeat, small steps grow into big change. Sometimes, life feels unfair. Sometimes, we feel small. But inside us, there is always hope. A small spark. A small fire. It can grow. It can shine. It can change everything. Repeat slowly, "My spark can shine. My spark can change everything." Have you ever felt hopeless? Have you ever felt small and weak? Tom feels this every day. Life is not easy. Life is heavy. But even in hard times, hope exists. A tiny spark exists inside every person. Repeat, "A tiny spark exists inside me." Tom dreams every night. He writes in his notebook. He draws pictures. He whispers to himself, "One day, I will be strong. One day, I will be happy." Dreams are powerful. Dreams give us strength. Repeat slowly, "Dreams give me strength." Even when people laugh at him, even when life is unfair, Tom does not give up. Sometimes he wants to, but he chooses to keep going. He whispers, "I will try one more day. I will take one more step." Repeat, "I will take one more step." Life is full of challenges. Life is full of rejection. Life is full of loneliness. But life is also full of hope. Small steps can grow into big change. Small sparks can grow into big fire. Repeat slowly, "My small spark can grow into a big fire." Tom's story is beginning, but something will happen soon. Something will change his life. Something will bring hope. And when it comes, everything will be different. Can you feel it? Can you imagine it? Repeat slowly, "Something will change my life." One morning, Tom walks slowly to school. The sun is soft. The wind is cool. He feels tired. He feels small. Suddenly, he sees an old man sitting under a tree. The man smiles at him. "Hello, young one," he says. Tom stops. He feels curious. "Hello," he whispers. Repeat, "Hello." The man looks at Tom's eyes. "Why do you look so sad?" he asks. Tom feels nervous. He wants to run. But he sits quietly. "Life is hard," Tom says softly. Repeat, "Life is hard." The old man nods. "I know," he says. "I know life can be heavy. But sometimes, one story can change everything." Tom listens. He feels something small inside him move. Repeat slowly, "One story can change everything." "Sit with me," the man says. Tom sits. The wind moves the leaves. Birds sing softly. The world feels calm. The old man begins to speak. "When I was young, I felt small too. I felt lonely. I thought life was unfair. But then, I learned one thing." He pauses. "One thing can change your life." Repeat, "One thing can change my life." Tom leans closer. He wants to hear more. His heart beats fast. What is it? He asks quietly. The old man smiles. Patience. Hope. And small steps every day. Repeat slowly, small steps every day. The old man tells a story. I wanted to climb a big mountain, he says. People laughed at me. They said, you cannot do it. You are too weak. But I started. I took one small step. Then another. Day by day. Slowly, I reached the top. Tom listens carefully. He imagines the mountain. He whispers, one small step. Then another. Repeat slowly, one small step. Then another. Do you understand? The man asks. Life is like the mountain. Challenges are like the mountain. Even when people say, no, you can take one step. Then another. And one day, you will reach the top. Repeat slowly, one step. Then another. One day, I will reach the top. Tom feels hope. He smiles a little. I want to reach the top too, he says. The old man nods. Start today. Small steps. Patience. Hope. That is the secret. Repeat, small steps. Patience. Hope. Tom feels something warm inside. A spark. A tiny hope. I will try, he whispers. I will take small steps. Repeat slowly, I will take small steps. The next morning, Tom wakes up early. He remembers the story. He whispers, one step. Then another. He eats breakfast slowly. He smiles at his parents. Good morning, he says. Repeat, good morning. At school, he tries harder. He listens carefully. He writes slowly. He repeats difficult words aloud. I can do it. I can try, he says. Repeat, I can do it. I can try. Other children notice him. Some laugh. Some are quiet. Tom does not mind. He remembers the old man's words. One small step. Then another. Even small steps are important. Repeat slowly, even small steps are important. After school, Tom helps his family. But he also reads one page in a book. He draws one picture. He practices one small skill. Step by step, day by day, he grows stronger. He whispers, I am stronger. I am growing. Repeat, I am stronger. I am growing. Weeks pass. Tom feels better. He smiles more. He talks more. He tries to help friends. Even small actions make a difference. He whispers, I feel happy today. I am not afraid. Repeat, I feel happy today. I am not afraid. At school, he joins the games slowly. He runs. He jumps. Sometimes he falls. But he gets up. One step. Then another, he says. Other children see him trying. Some cheer. Some smile. He feels proud. Repeat slowly, I am proud. I keep trying. Tom practices English every day. He reads a little. He speaks a little. He listens carefully. He writes one sentence. One day, he can write a paragraph. One day, he can speak a story. Small steps bring big change. Repeat, small steps bring big change. Even when life is hard, he remembers the spark. He remembers the old man's story. He whispers, I will not give up. I will keep going. Repeat slowly, I will not give up. I will keep going. One morning, Tom feels happy. He wakes up early. He smiles at the sun. Good morning, world, he whispers. Repeat, good morning, world. At school, he answers questions. He reads aloud. He helps friends. He feels proud. Life feels lighter. Life feels brighter. He remembers the old man. One story. One lesson. One change, he says quietly. Repeat slowly, one story. One lesson. One change. Even challenges are smaller now. When children tease him, he smiles quietly. I will not give up, he says. He takes one step. Then another. Slowly, hope grows. Repeat, slowly, hope grows. At home, he writes in his notebook. He draws dreams. He whispers, I am learning. I am growing. I am strong. Repeat, I am learning. I am growing. I am strong. Weeks turn into months. Tom's spark grows. He smiles more. He learns more. He helps friends more. Small steps bring big changes. Repeat, small steps bring big changes. He remembers the old man's story. Life is a mountain, he says. I will climb it step by step. Even small steps are important. Even small hope is strong. Repeat slowly, even small hope is strong. Tom feels happy. He feels proud. He feels alive. Life is still hard sometimes. But now, he knows how to move forward. One step. Then another. Slowly, he grows. Repeat, one step. Then another. Slowly, I grow. He whispers to himself, I can do it. I will do it. Life is beautiful. Repeat slowly, life is beautiful. I can do it. Tom wakes up early. He stretches. He smiles at the sun. Today is a new day, he whispers. Repeat, today is a new day. At school, he tries harder. He listens. He writes. He answers questions. One small step. Then another. Slowly, he grows. His friends notice. You are trying so hard, one says. Tom smiles. Repeat slowly, I am trying. I am growing. After school, he helps his family. He practices English. One page. One sentence. One word at a time. Slowly, he learns more. Slowly, he grows stronger. Repeat, slowly, I grow stronger. He remembers the old man's story. Patience. Hope. Small steps. He whispers, I have hope. I will not give up. Repeat, I have hope. I will not give up. Every day, Tom takes small steps. He reads a little. He writes a little. He speaks a little. He listens a little. One small step today. One small step tomorrow. Repeat, one small step today. One small step tomorrow. At school, he joins games. He tries new words. He smiles at friends. He helps someone who is sad. Small steps create big change. Repeat, small steps create big change. Life is still challenging. But he feels stronger. He feels brave. He whispers, I can do it. One step at a time. Repeat slowly, I can do it. One step at a time. Small steps are powerful. Small hope is powerful. Small actions change everything. Repeat, small actions change everything. Tom's confidence grows. He speaks English slowly. He writes carefully. He smiles at the teacher. He helps friends. He feels proud. Repeat, I feel proud. I am confident. Even challenges feel smaller. He remembers one story. One lesson. One change. He whispers, I will keep moving. I will keep growing. Repeat slowly, I will keep moving. I will keep growing. Life is still hard sometimes. But now, he knows the secret: small steps, patience, hope. Slowly, everything can change. Repeat, slowly, everything can change. One day, the teacher says, Tom, you did well today. You answered all questions. Good job. Tom feels his heart beat fast. He smiles. He feels proud. Repeat, I did well. I feel proud. He thinks about the old man's story. One step. Then another. Slowly, he reached the top of his mountain. Life is a mountain. Challenges are mountains. One step. Then another. Repeat slowly, one step. Then another. I reach my mountain. Tom whispers, I am stronger. I am brave. I am happy. Small steps every day brought big change. Repeat, small steps every day bring big change. He smiles at the sun. Life feels brighter. Life feels possible. Repeat slowly, life feels possible. Life feels bright. Aunts have passed. Tom wakes up early every day. He smiles at the sun. He feels happy. Life feels lighter now. Life feels brighter. Repeat slowly, life feels brighter. Life feels lighter. At school, Tom answers questions. He reads aloud. He writes stories. Teachers notice his effort. Friends notice too. You are improving, Tom, one friend says. Tom smiles. Repeat, I am improving. I keep trying. Even challenges are smaller now. If he makes a mistake, he tries again. He whispers, one step. Then another. I will succeed. Repeat slowly, I will succeed. One step. Then another. After school, he practices English. He writes one sentence. He reads one page. He speaks slowly. One step at a time, he grows stronger. He remembers the old man's words: patience. Hope. Small steps every day. Repeat slowly, small steps every day make me stronger. Life is still not perfect. Some days are hard. Some days are lonely. But now Tom knows something important: even small steps bring big change. Even small hope brings light. Repeat slowly, even small steps bring big change. Even small hope brings light. Tom begins to help others. He smiles at friends. He shares his notebooks. He helps classmates read difficult words. He whispers, I can help. I can share. Repeat, I can help. I can share. One day, a new student comes to school. She looks sad. She feels small. Tom remembers his own sadness. He walks slowly to her. Hello, he says. Do you want to read with me? She nods. Repeat slowly, hello. Do you want to read with me? Together, they read a story. They smile. They practice English. Slowly, the new student feels better. Tom feels proud. He whispers, even small steps can help someone else. Repeat slowly, even small steps can help someone else. Life becomes brighter not only for Tom but also for others. Small kindness grows. Small help matters. Small steps can change many lives. Repeat slowly, small steps can change many lives. Tom feels hope. He feels strong. He feels brave. Life is still a mountain. But he knows how to climb it. Step by step. One step. Then another. Repeat slowly, step by step. One step. Then another. Tom's story is simple. But it carries a lesson for everyone. Life can be hard. Life can be heavy. But inside each of us, there is a spark. A tiny hope. Repeat slowly, inside me, there is a spark. A tiny hope. Sometimes, we feel small. Sometimes, we feel lonely. Sometimes, people say, no, Tom felt all of this too. But one story changed him. One lesson gave him strength. Repeat slowly, one story can give strength. One lesson can change life. You can be like Tom. You can take small steps. You can practice patience. You can keep hope. Life is a mountain, but one step at a time, you can climb it. Repeat slowly, one step at a time. I can climb my mountain. Think about your life. What small step can you take today? What tiny spark can grow into light? Repeat slowly, what step can I take today? What spark can grow? This is the story everyone should hear once. Because it reminds us to never give up. Repeat slowly. Never give up. Keep hope. Take small steps. The story of Tom teaches a clear lesson. Believe in yourself. Even if life is hard, even if people laugh, even if you feel small, you can grow. Repeat slowly, I believe in myself. I can grow. Small steps matter. One word, one sentence, one action at a time. Slowly, your life changes. Slowly, your strength grows. Repeat slowly, small steps matter. Slowly, I grow. One story can change your life. One person can give you hope. One lesson can guide you forever. Tom met the old man. Tom listened. Tom acted. And everything began to change. Repeat slowly, one story can change my life. One lesson can guide me. Now, think quietly, what is your lesson today? What small step will you take? What spark will grow inside you? Repeat slowly, what is my lesson today? What step will I take? Even when life feels heavy, we can choose hope. We can choose growth. We can choose small steps every day. Repeat slowly, I choose hope. I choose growth. I take small steps. Tom smiles under the sun. He remembers every step. Every challenge. Every small action. He whispers, I can do it. I am strong. I will not give up. Repeat slowly, I am strong. I will not give up. The mountain of life is still there. But he knows the way. One step. Then another. Slowly, he climbs. Slowly, he grows. Slowly, life becomes brighter. Repeat slowly, slowly, I climb. Slowly, I grow. Life becomes brighter. Every day, Tom learns something new. Every day, he grows. Every day, he practices patience. Every day, he practices hope. Every day, he takes one small step. Repeat slowly, every day, I take one small step. I grow every day. You too can be like Tom. Believe in yourself. Take small steps. Never give up. One story, one lesson, one change can start today. Repeat slowly, one story. One lesson. One change can start today. Tom's story is simple, but powerful. It reminds us to keep hope. It reminds us to grow slowly. It reminds us that every small step matters. Repeat slowly, every small step matters. I keep hope. I grow slowly. Tom's story teaches patience, hope, and small steps. Learning English is very similar. At first, English feels hard. Words are new. Sentences are confusing. You might make mistakes. Repeat slowly, English feels hard. I might make mistakes. But just like Tom, you can take one small step. One word today. One sentence tomorrow. One short story next week. Slowly, step by step, your English improves. Repeat slowly, step by step, my English improves. Sometimes, learning English is like climbing a mountain. At first, it feels big. It feels impossible. But if you remember Tom, you know the secret. Small steps, patience, and hope make the mountain easier. Repeat slowly, small steps make the mountain easier. Think about it, every word you learn is like one step. Every sentence you speak is another step. Slowly, you climb higher. Slowly, you grow stronger. Slowly, you see progress. Repeat slowly, every word is a step. Every sentence is a step. Learning English is more than words. It is courage. It is growth. It is hope. Every small action matters. Every day counts. Just like Tom, your efforts will create change. Repeat slowly, every small action matters. Every day counts. You might feel tired. You might feel small. You might want to give up. This is normal. Tom felt the same way. But he did not stop. Repeat slowly, I will not stop. I keep going. Each time you practice English, you take one step. Each time you speak, you take another. Slowly, your confidence grows. Slowly, your ability grows. Slowly, you succeed. Repeat slowly, I take one step. I take another step. I grow. Mistakes are part of learning. Tom fell many times while climbing his mountain. But he stood up each time. You will make mistakes in English too. Stand up. Try again. Repeat slowly, I make mistakes. I try again. Remember, small steps matter. Patience matters. Hope matters. Every day you practice, your English grows. Slowly. Step by step. One day, you will look back and see how far you climbed. Repeat slowly, step by step, my English grows. I see how far I climbed. Keep a notebook, speak aloud, read a story, and listen carefully. Small steps every day create big change. Just like Tom, your life and your English can grow together. Repeat slowly, small steps every day create big change. Start today. Open a book. Write one sentence. Read one page. Speak one word aloud. Listen to one story. These are small steps. Repeat slowly, I take small steps today. Tomorrow, take another step. Slowly, one after another. You are climbing your mountain. You are growing stronger. Slowly, your English improves. Repeat slowly, one step today, another step tomorrow. It is okay if it is hard. It is okay if you feel tired. Tom felt tired too. But he kept moving. You can keep moving. Step by step, day by day, everything changes. Repeat slowly, step by step, day by day, I grow. Speak aloud, write slowly, read carefully, listen attentively. These small steps create progress. Slowly, you will see improvement. Slowly, you will feel proud. Repeat slowly, slowly, I see improvement. Slowly, I feel proud.